are. Okay, so today we will start our lesson directly with 17.2, and as I told you, I will send you the answers for lesson 17.1 for your homework. I received the homework from most of you, and thank you very much. Some of you didn't send the previous homeworks, and I sent them during these 2 days out during the weekend, and that was great. Rama, ليش مش mute? Okay. طيب. Let's see the presentation today. I will start with our presentation today, and then if you have any question, I will allow questions, okay? As after I explain the first exercise. Before we start, I want everybody to prepare, already I'm preparing papers with the, either your notebook or a paper, your geometric set. I will give you a minute to prepare yourself. I need your book. And I want you, the course book, please. كل حدا بيفتح لي course book, and this is page 162. Everybody, open your course book in front of you, page 162, your notebook. Okay, write the date and the title. Our title for today is Making Scale Drawing, because you have to go step by step with me. Scale drawing, you have to go by steps, one by one, yani, one step by another, so you would reach the final map. Okay, so everybody's ready? If yes, please send me thumb up. Show me. Yes, great. Okay, everybody has the notebook. Tamam. And the book in front of you. Okay, so we will start our presentation. I will start sharing my screen. Here we are, and we will start with this presentation. Okay, so everybody got, I think, this PowerPoint presentation. Our lesson, as I told you, will be 17.2, bearing and scale drawing. Let's try to remember previous things we talked about. First of all, what is bearing and how can we draw bearing? Bearing is a way to describe a direction or a distance. Of course, we start drawing the bearing due north, clockwise direction. Bearing is you can draw it by using a protractor. عمر خالد, yes teacher. نعم يا مس.
أنا مخلص النوت بوك تبعي، وين أكتب؟
مس طلع ورقة، طلع أي شيء حبيبي. وين بدك تكتب يعني يا أمي؟
Okay.
Okay. So bearing is a way of describing the distance and direction. Of course, we draw the bearing due north and clockwise direction. Okay. الشباب اللي عملت X. هلا أنا راح أفتح، بس عندي راح أعمل stop the share. أفتح مين اللي معه آيفون و directly I will just end up the meeting for him. لأنه بيطلع عندي أنا الآيفون، ما بيكتب عندي على الشاشة إلا بآيفون. So this is a disrespect، وبعد هيك he will never join us. شو رأيك؟ Okay. طيب, let's go back to the presentation. Yeah. So we will start drawing the bearing a clockwise direction and due north. Second thing that we need to know or to remember, if we are drawing an accurate map, we should consider an appropriate scale. Of course, the scale is either given in the question, and we took how can we deal with the scale when we draw Lucas, okay? And after that, you should consider the appropriate scale and apply it on your drawing. We have the first exercise. Of course, I will send you this PowerPoint presentation, and these are the links for the videos that we will see now, okay? We will read the question together and answer it, but after watching this video. So I will stop sharing the PowerPoint presentation and I will share with you. Let's watch this video that we have here. So here we are. Okay, and we will open this with, okay. So I want you to watch this video. Can you see the screen? Can you see the video?
No.
So there are a few things that we need to remember before we start working the exercise in this lesson. First, when bearing. If you can see the video, just please send me thumb up. Due north and in clockwise direction. So you have to remember whenever we are drawing bearings that we always go due north.
So we can hear, we can't see it.
You can't see it? Okay, let me stop.
Me neither.
Okay, yeah. Let me stop the sharing for this screen and share again. Yeah, thank you for telling me. We have this video. Okay, so I'll be sharing this. I think this way you can see it, yes? Can you see it? Please send me
Yes.
thumb up. Okay, great. Yalla, let's start again. Tamam. Here we are. Our lesson is 17.3, making scale growth. So there are a few things that we need to remember before we start working the exercise in this lesson. First, what is bearing? Bearing is a way to describe direction and distance due north and in clockwise direction. So you have to remember whenever we are going bearing, we always go due north, clockwise direction. Second thing,
صوت كثير
for
واطي.
an accurate map, we should use an appropriate scale. Scale, of course, we use the scale when we talk about how can we draw loops. Now we will start with the questions from our book, page 162 and 163. So what I want from you is to open your book at the lesson
الصوت مو
and
مسموع.
please start reading and
Pardon?
reading the questions with me step by step.
الصوت مو مسموع.
First,
طب, okay, watch the steps and then we will talk about that. I will re-explain it.
write the page number, okay, and working out the questions. Question number 1. A ship leaves harbor and sails 80 kilometers on a bearing of 120 degrees. It then sails 100 kilometers on a bearing of 30 degrees. For the first part, they want you to make scale drawing on the ship's journey. Use a scale where 1 centimeter represents by 10 kilometers. So this is the most important thing. First of all, you should you are not. The second thing, we need to start by, this is the harbor where the ship starts the journey. And we are drawing bearing. And remember that whenever we are drawing bearing, we go due north and in clockwise direction. So I will draw the first part of the journey, which is a bearing of 120 degrees, starting from the harbor. This is due north and 120 degrees. Here we are. And of course, I will draw my angle and extend it as much as I want. Now, they said about this is a 120 degrees bearing. Now, they said that it sailed for 80 kilometers. 80 kilometers, according to our scales, 80 kilometers. How many centimeters are these? So here I multiplied by 8. The other side, of course, I will multiply it by 8. And yes, they are 8 centimeters. So I will go by, here's my bearing, and this is 8 centimeters, and this is the first position of the ship. And they said after that, that the ship sailed 100 kilometers by a bearing of 030. So again, we always go due north, clockwise direction. So this is the north. From this point, use your protractor to measure a bearing of 30 degrees. So from this vertex and go accurately 30 degrees. This is your bearing. Of course, you can extend it as much as you want. But remember, they said it was 100 kilometers. So how many centimeters are they now? So here we multiply by 10. And so this one I will multiply by 10. And yes, it equals 10 centimeters. So I will go from this point, the starting point, and I will measure 10 centimeters. And this is where is the ship now. Remember that this is 10 centimeters, and that these represent 100 kilometers. This is 8 centimeters. That represents 80 kilometers. And don't forget to write your measurement. This is a bearing of 030. So what we did here is only part A.
Okay. So I think everybody watched the video. So any question, how can we draw the first part from the first question? Please, if you have any question, raise your hand. Yes, Sami. Sami?
No, nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Muhammad?
نسوي 2 diagrams.
لا, it's only one diagram, teacher, and I will explain it now. Okay. Bashar?
teacher, can you explain ال 8 centimeters؟ أول واحدة كانت تمام بس بعدين بس حكت عن ال 8 centimeters. يعني ما كنت شايف، كان يضلوا علق ما بعرف وين حطتها، يعني وين رسمت ما شفت.
اوكي بس بشار انا عندي بس ملاحظه صغيره تيتشر such comments يعني لما بيكون الانترنت عندك عم بيعلق معقول انه احنا نوقف الحصه ونقاطع الناس بس عشان نحكي الفيديو عندي بيعلق
لا كمان واحد مش كان يحكي انه الفيديو كان بيعلق فعرفت انه مو لحالي.
لا بكون عندك وعنده يعني احنا 70 واحد على هاي السيشن سو بليز ننتبه لهاي الملاحظات اللي ما في لها داعي. ثانك يو بشار. طيب اوكي هلا I will go back I will share my PowerPoint now. Okay so let's share the PowerPoint and I will draw it بس مش accurately بنفس الطريقة اللي we drew on the paper. Okay طيب هلا this is the presentation اللي احنا we went through the first question. Okay a ship leaves the harbor, sails 80 kilometers on a bearing of 120 degrees. It then sails 100 kilometers on a bearing of 30 degrees. هلا what we need to do in part A just to draw an accurate scale. How can we draw pardon? How can we do that? Okay, this is my pointer, the pen. Okay, come on again. Okay, here we are. Okay, first of all, you have to find a position. This is the first place. This is your starting point, and that would be the harbor. So I will just name it as H. Okay, of course, any bearing you need to draw, you have to draw due north. Sorry, I can't draw an accurate line. Thank you على الهارتس اللي عم تنحط عندي على السكرين. So if this is your north, okay, this is your north. If you want to draw 120 degrees, just bring your protractor, fix your vertex of the protractor at this point, and draw 120 degrees. بيطلع تقريبا إشي زي هيك. Okay. هلا لما بيجي يا بشار بيقول لي إنه this is an 80 kilometer. Okay. So how can we find 80 kilometer considering the scale that we have? إيش السكيل يا teacher؟ هيو. It's 1 centimeter equals 10 kilometers. So when I have 80 here, when I have 80, okay? كيف ال 10 صارت 80 بشار? What did I do? I just multiplied by 8, okay? So if it was 1 centimeter, how can I change it? متذكرين direct proportion, we talked about that. Scale is something like, it's the same. So it's 1 centimeter. فبنيجي بنقول, if I just multiply it also by 8, any modification on one part I have to do on the other side. So that would be 8 centimeter. So you will bring your ruler and you will measure 8 centimeter and you will mark, this is the first position of the ship by traveling a bearing of 128, of 120 degrees. Okay, but we didn't stop here. Like it then sails by 100 kilometer by a bearing of 30. من هذا البوزيشن كمان مرة due what? Due north. برجع كمان مرة من النورث. اوكي وبرسم bearing of 30 degree زي وكأني أنا بعمل إيش 30 degree angle. اوكي and this is a bearing of 0 30. ولما بيجي بقول لي يا بشار it's 100 kilometer كيف ال 100 صارت teacher؟ اوكي it's 100 so هذه multiplying this by 10 so I multiply this part by 10 يعني معناتها 10 centimeter وبحط cross. okay this is where is the second position of the ship. okay هذا final destination of the ship. okay any questions so far? Did you go through it? Did you draw it on your notebook? If yes, please just send me a thumb up. Did you draw it? Great. Bravo. Hala, Noor, Muhammad, Tala. Great, Rama. Thank you, Ru'a. Excellent. Okay. Omar Jayusi? Yes, teacher. Any question?
بس ما فهمت آخر إيش حكيتي. شو أرسم سكوير على
أنا قلت أرسم سكوير، ما حكيت كلمة سكوير بالمرة.
ممكن أسمعك غلط بس إنه آخر إشي البوينت وير سيلز إشي هيك حكيتي ما بعرف الدائرة أو إشي.
ما عملتش دائرة حبيبي ماما. هلأ بنرجع للفيديو بتنتبه مرة تانية. معلش تركز معي أكتر من هيك. Thank you. Any other question?
تيتشر كيف احط thumbs up؟
المس طلعت. حط رياكشن هايز احكي والله طلعت.
وين المس؟
طلعت
ما
حبيبي
عامله ما طلعت.
كنت عم بحضرها.
عندك
بالتالي
طلعت
دي
هاي ما
بقى
طلعت.
بس ما طلعت، هي عملت بالغلط ميوت.
لا
بالضبط.
هو في حسابين تاع الميار سكول والهاي التليفون هاي بتحكي منه.
لازم ما
التليفون
حدا
بتحكي
طلع.
منه طلع.
لا مش موجودة.
طلع
الناس
ما
موجودة
طلعت.
موجودة بس.
موجودة يا
هي
زلمة.
موجودة،
ما طلعت.
هي موجودة ميار سكولز.
هي صورتها
هي مش ميار
الميار
سكولز، هي
بتصور
مش حليمة.
حليمة
مش دخلة مين
حليمة
هي هي حليمة
هيا يا
الايفون،
زلمة اسكت.
مو ميار
اه
سكولز.
خرسوا.
who's that
خلص.
talking شباب الو
تيتشر
بس
وسمير.
اوكي طيب thank you. مين لسه فاتح؟ فارس thank you. منذر. عمر خالد please why do you unmute yourself? okay I think everybody can hear me now. طيب let's go to the PowerPoint. يحيى درويش. شباب ما بعرف، هو احنا اذا بدنا جا بالنا نلعب يا مس، الافضل انك تو اند اب ذا ميتينج وما بدنا اياك بالحصه، لانه هذا مش لتضييع الوقت. حركات ما إلها معنى ما في داعي إلها.
وعن المرشد.
هذا منذر. اوكي منذر I think انه this meeting is already ended for you. بعد اذنك لو سمحت. Where are you منذر؟ لسه في عندك إشي كمان تحكيه؟ Okay, so let's share the presentation again and talk about here is the video. Okay, وعمر جيوسي بعد إذنك please stay with me. I will just go back a little bit so you would understand exactly the last step. What did we do? تمام? Okay, here we are. Please represent 100 kilometers. This is 8 centimeters. That represents 80 kilometers. And don't forget to write your measurements. This is a bearing of 0, 30. So what we did here is only part A, and we drew an accurate scale for the journey of the ship. Second part, how far must the ship now sail to return to the harbor? So this is the ship, and it wants to go back to the harbor. So it will go directly from here till it reaches the harbor. So how much is that? So we can simply measure it using our ruler, and it's about 12.8, 12.7. So for part B, I have now 12.7 centimeters. So how many kilometers are these? Let's go to the scale. 1 centimeter equals 10 kilometers. So what did I do? I just multiplied by 12.7. And what shall I do?
بشار ركز باللي عم نحكي.
10, 12.7, and my answer is 127 centimeters. Sorry, this is in kilometer. So 12.7 centimeter equals 127 kilometers in real life. So this is the second part. Part C.
Okay, any question about part B? Any question about part B? How can we do it? Akram Khudari, everything is okay. Thank you. Tamam. Can we continue? Yeah. Here we are. Where is the video? It's here. Okay, here we are.
What bearing must the ship now sail to return to the harbor? So when we are talking about bearing, remember, we always go by north. This is my north, and I want to find this part. If I want to find this bearing, okay, it's you can measure the 180 degree and then the small part, or you simply measure the counterclockwise part, which is from 0 till I reach is about 110. But this is a counterclockwise, and bearing should be measured due north clockwise direction. So what shall I do for part C? I should subtract from 360, which are angles around the point, minus 110, and that would be 0.52 degrees.
So this bearing equals 250 degrees. So the ship must go by a bearing of 250 about a distance that is 12.7 centimeters or 127 kilometers.
Okay. So who has any question for this, about this question, about this exercise? Please raise your hand. Yes, Zaid. I can hear you. Zaid? Yes, teacher.
تيتشر الفيديو معلق.
مست عندك مشكلة بالإنترنت، اقعد في مكان فيه إنترنت، ولو سمحتوا هاي الملاحظة ما بدي أسمعها. شكرا. Yes, Celine? Yes, teacher.
Teacher, can you repeat the last part?
Can I repeat the last part? Yes, I can repeat the last part in a minute, but after I take their questions. Okay, Selena. Bashar, please don't unmute yourself. Is that clear?
بالغلط.
Okay, miss. Anyone has any other questions? Okay, so I will go by sharing the same video, and we will go to the last exercise. Last part in this exercise. Here we are. Okay. So I will just go to the last part. We are done with the first part, second part. Okay, so this is part B, and then we will start part C, Celine.
Equals 127 kilometers in real life. So this is the second part. Part C, what bearing must the ship now sail to return to the harbor? So when we are talking about bearing, remember, we always go by north. This is my north, and I want to find this part. If I want to find this bearing, okay, it's you can measure the 180 degree and then the small part, or you simply measure the counterclockwise part, which is from 0 till I reach is about 110. But this is a counterclockwise, and bearing should be measured due north clockwise direction. So what shall I do for part C? I should subtract from 360, which are angles around the point, minus 110, and that would be 0.52 degrees. So this bearing equals 250 degrees. So the ship must go by a bearing of 250 about a distance that is 12.7 centimeters or 127 kilometers.
Okay. Okay, Celine? Any question, darling? Everything is okay? Selma? Yes, you have a question? Yes, Selma?
Miss, when I drew it, I didn't get 12.7 centimeters. I got 12.9.
How much? Okay, 12.9 يعني 12 point احنا اصلا already 12.7 12.8. Even if you got 12.9, remember that 0.1 or 0.2 would be accepted, plus minus, of course. Okay, so that's okay, Salma. Okay. Everybody did that. Who didn't know how to draw, or who has any question about part 1, 2, part A, B, or C before we start the second question? Is there anyone has any problem? Okay, everything is okay. طيب, هلا we have to continue with the presentation. Here we are. Let me lower this part. Okay, and open. طيب, here we are. هلا you cannot minimize. طيب, okay. هلا let's go to the presentation again. Let me share my screen and go to the presentation again for question number 2. Here we are. Okay. This is the first question. We did part A, B, and C. Now let's go to the second question. The second question, of course, this is the link for the answers. It's the same videos that we will watch now. I will just send them to you so you can repeat them as much as you can, and you can check your answers for these questions from the presentations. Okay, this is question number 2. They says that Mark leaves his tent and walks 12 kilometers on a bearing of 0.45. He then walks 16 kilometers on a bearing of 275. They want you to make scale drawing for Mark's walk. Use a scale of 1 centimeter represent 2 kilometers. So this is something very important, and I will share this video with you. Okay, so let's go to, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here we are. Okay, here we are. Okay, open with. So I will open this second video. Let me check if it starts working. Not yet. Let's see. Okay, before, just a minute, let me stop the sharing. Okay. And share again the screen, and I will repeat the video. Here we are. Okay, so this is question number 2. I think everybody can see that, and let's listen, please. And I will just, okay. This is question number 2.
He then walks 16 kilometers on a bearing of 275. First, they wanted to make a scale drawing on Mars rock. Use a scale where 1 centimeter represents 2 kilometers. So this is the first thing we should consider. 1 centimeter.
Of course, you're trying with me step by step on your notebook.
This is our scale that we should consider when we are drawing. First, we are talking about Mark leaving the tent. So Mark is here, he is at the tent, okay? And he will go by a bearing of 45 degrees. Remember, when we are drawing a bearing, we always go due north, clockwise direction. So I will go by 0.45, starting from Mark's place, and here we are. I can draw the bearing and extend my line as much as I want. So this is a bearing of 0.45 degrees. They said he walked about 12 kilometers. So if we want to say 12 kilometers, considering the scale, we just multiply by 6. So how many centimeters are they? Multiply by 6. And yes, they equal 6 centimeters. So I will go back to my line, measure accurately 6 centimeters, and this is the first place for them. They said that he went after that by a bearing.
Okay, any questions so far? How did we find the first bearing? How did we draw it? What about the scale? Any question about that before we continue? Bashar, did you understand the scale point? How can we do it? Tamam. So can we continue? Okay, yeah. So let's share again. And let's continue. Still we are at the map, okay? So this is the video.
Of 275 degrees. 275 degrees. How can we draw such a bearing? If I want to go, of course, due north, and I want to draw 275 degrees, it won't be easy. Can we just find the counterclockwise angle and draw it? Yes. So 360 minus the 270. Here we have 5. That was 5, 2, 16, 8, and 85. So I will draw a counterclockwise angle, that is 85. And here we are. And so I will just extend it and draw it this way. Of course, when you want to draw the bearing, you have to go by clockwise direction till you reach your bearing. So your bearing is 275. It's not this 85 that we drew. So for a distance of 16 kilometers, let's go back to our scale. 16 kilometers. What did we do? We just multiplied by 8. So how many centimeters? Yes, they are 8 centimeters. And on your line, go by 8 centimeters exactly. And here we are. So this is where Mars is. Okay. So what did we draw so far? We just drew the map for Mark's journey or Mark's walk.
Okay, so any question about the first part? How did we draw the first bearing? How did we draw the second bearing, which is 275? We subtracted from 360. Drew the counterclockwise. Yes, any question? Faris Banat, do you have any question or just everything is okay?
No, everything is okay.
Great, Faris, great. Okay. Any other questions, Shabab? Can we continue with part B or C and C? Yes, yeah. So let's continue. So I will go by share again. Sorry, no, not this one. So I will Malo, share the screen. Let's go to the video and continue. Of course, these links, I will send them to you and so you can watch them as much as you can. Okay, here we are and play.
So let's go by the second part. How far must Mark now walk to return to his camp? So if I were at Mark's place, directly I will go from my place to the tent. So I'm going in this direction. How much is that? Let's measure it accurately. So how much? Let's go exactly. Yes, 6 point. It's about from 0, 5, 6, 6 point. It's about 6.6. So this is about 6.6 centimeters. Let's go back to our scale, part B. 6.6 centimeters. How many kilometers? Our scale is 1 centimeter equals 2 kilometers. So what did we do here? We multiplied by 6.6. What shall we do here? Multiply by 6.6 and let's go by 6.6 multiplied by 2. And that would be 12. Here we are. And 13 decimal after one place. So how much is the distance? 13.2 kilometers. Okay. Part C. On what bearing must Mark now walk to return to
Okay.
his tent?
So any questions so far?
It's a bearing, so we always go due north and
طيب.
clockwise direction.
طيب, let's continue with part C and I will go back just a
Here
minute.
we are.
Thank you.
Start your measuring
Here we are. Let's go by.
by 2, and that would be
Yeah, this is part C. Please.
part C. On what bearing must Mark now walk to return to his tent? Okay, we're saying that it's a bearing, so we always go due north and clockwise direction. So take your protractor and due north. Here we are. Start your measuring clockwise direction. The outer scale till 140. So for part C, it's 140 degrees. So here we are. Don't forget to write your measurements. And this is for question number 2. Question.
Okay, so this is for the second question. I just want to make sure everybody did that on your notebook. Is there anyone who has any question? How can we do part A, B, C in question number 2? Did you get your answers accurate, Marah? Yes, teacher. نعم مرح. Marah, I can hear you. Yes, Marah.
Part C.
Pardon?
Can you repeat part C?
I can't repeat part C, but the only thing that you need to do, Marah, is just to put your protractor and measure the bearing that is a clockwise direction, due north from the line that you got till you reach the tent. Can you do it, Marah, now?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Marah. Faris? Yes, Faris?
Teacher, does it always have to be clockwise?
It always should be clockwise. Yes, Faris, it's a bearing, so we always go by clockwise. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, Munder?
Teacher,
Munder؟
I'm going to راح تبعت لنا مس هدول
مس راح ابعت لكم اياهم.
على الاي سكول.
حبيبي راح ابعتهم كلياتهم على الاي سكول مع الباوربوينت برزنتيشن والصوت، ما تقلق. اوكي؟
اوكي شكرا.
the whole questions حتى كل الدرس والبارت الثاني من الدرس كمان راح ابعت لكم اياه بنفس الطريقه. I think they're clear and you can check your answers. تمام منذر؟ اوكي هلا رمادنا؟ Yes teacher.
Miss, in part B, I did the distance from Mark to the tent 5.7 centimeters.
Pardon?
In part B, I get 5.7, not 6.6.
Check please your drawing. Your drawing for the north, and the north تبعك is exactly showing upward, مش مايل, okay? Make sure that you're drawing accurately and then check your measurements, Okay, هلا plus minus زي ما طلع مع سلمى plus minus 0.2 that would be accepted. But about one whole, this is too much. You're really away from the right answer. Okay, Hala? يلا Marah, again, do you have any question, teacher? Yes. Marah?
No, thank you, teacher.
Thank you. Okay, any other questions? So everybody did that on your notebook, yes? If yes, please just send me thumb up so I would relax. Great. Tala, thank you. Hanan, great. Faris, everybody. Oh, great. تمام 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 ممتاز. Okay, so can we continue with question number 3? Now please open a new note, a new page, and question number 3. Okay, of course, and I want you to go through it with the video step by step. تمام? So I will share the screen again, and this is the video that we will continue with.
Number 3. They said that John lives 8 kilometers south of John leaves home at walk 6 kilometers to the lake. She walks a bearing of 70 degrees. He leaves home and walks to John at the lake. How far and on what bearing must she walk?
Okay, girls and boys, please consider this point. When they said that John lives 8 kilometers south of Yi, which means that Yi is due north compared to whom? Compared to John, okay? So please consider when I drew that I drew Yi at the north and John at the south, okay? Yeah.
It's hard to understand the question. First of all, they said that John lives south of Yi. So if we have Yi here, we have Mr. Yi is here.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name yet right.
Is south, so we have to go by south. How much is that? It's 8 kilometers. Teacher, I know south, but 8 kilometers. How many centimeters they should be? What do I need? I need to choose an appropriate scale for this question. They didn't write an exact scale, so you can go by any suitable scale. For this question, I will go by a scale of 1 centimeter equals 1 kilometer. And of course, you can use any other scales. You can use a scale of 1 centimeter to 2 kilometers or whatever. 1 centimeter, 1 kilometer, we have a distance of 8 kilometers, so it equals 8 centimeters directly. So I will go from Yi's house south 8 centimeters, and this is John. Okay, so when one is at the south, that means Yi is due north to John's place. So they said that John, he will leave his house and walk, she will leave her house and move by a bearing of 0.70. So where is the north? It's this direction. This is my north. Clockwise direction, a bearing of from John's house, 70, and here we are. I will just draw my line.
Assalamu
How
alaikum.
much is that? They said 6 kilometers to the lake. So 6 kilometers, how many centimeters? They will be 6 centimeters. That's right and easy. Direct. Here is my 6. And what do? We went by a bearing of 0.70. Due north, clockwise direction, till we reach the lake. This is the lake's position. So what did we do? We just drew the first part. Now they said that he wants to go and meet John at the lake. So if I were at his place, I will go directly to the lake, this direction. They asked you, how far is that? And in which bearing? How far? Let's measure it by the ruler. Yes, it's about 8 centimeters, and that equals 8 kilometers. Which bearing? Starting due north, measure it, it's 130 degrees. So for question number 3, he is walking 8 kilometers due or with a bearing, let's say of 130 degrees.
Okay, I will stop till here. Okay, so we will end our class. Any question about question 3? Exercise 3, is there any question so we would answer it? Is there any question? Okay, the video and the PowerPoint. Yes, Bashar? Bashar? Yes, Bashar. نعم يا teacher. بالغلط.
ايوه.
اوكي مس. اوكي عمر. يس عمر.
بس عندي سؤال على 17.1 بصير أسألك
بيصير بس تسألني، بس خليني بس أقول ملاحظة إنه exercises 4 will be in this video. I will attach the 2 videos and the PowerPoint presentation. Okay, على e-school today. Please to answer your questions, write them down, check your answers by the answers in this exercise. This lesson is not done yet. I will meet you by the next class inshallah on Tuesday, and we will finish this lesson. Is that okay? عمر جيوسي خليك معي، خليني بس اخذ سامي اشوف ايش سامي. Yes teacher.
Teacher, will you put the answers for the lesson 17.1?
Yes, of course, it will be included. Okay?
Okay. Thanks.
يلا عمر خالد. Yes teacher. Yes عمر.
مس ما في واجب. في قصدي في واجب.
لليوم لدرس اليوم لا مس ما في واجب لانه لسه ما خلصنا الدرس. تمام؟ Yes رؤى.
Teacher, for 17.1, can you repeat the third past paper?
17.1, can I repeat the past paper? إيش يعني the past paper؟ مش فاهمة.
The last one, the last past paper.
The last question. Okay,
Yeah.
I will repeat it. Let me tell you something. I would prepare the presentation. I will repeat it by, inshallah, next class, and I will write the notes. So it's 17.1. Okay, 17.1, the last, the past paper, the last one, صح?
Yes.
Okay, so I would open it لأنه هلأ صعب أفتحها. يحيى درويش.
Miss, how are we supposed to draw a line to the north?
سألتني مس هذا السؤال المرة الماضية مس. So I said you can use your protractor and try to draw a 90-degree angle at the point. Okay, teacher? Or you can draw a perpendicular line at a point. تمام? Yes, يحيى.
Miss, we only learned perpendicular line from another line. But we don't have another line
بس سؤال
to
يحيى سألتني هذا السؤال المرة الماضية. ارسم خط to the north and try to be accurate and that's it. Okay? Thank you. عمر جيوسي معي. عمر, I didn't forget about you. Where are you, teacher? Unmute yourself. يلا اسألني إيش بدك عن 17.1 ماما.
مس بالورك بوك page 80 question 2E ما عرفت أحله.
Page 80. Page
question
80.
2E.
Okay, checkpoint 4 to finish. من checkpoint 4 till the finish. Okay. هلا teacher من 4 للfinish it's a counter. You have to measure the small angle that is counterclockwise. شفتها؟ It's a very acute angle. إذا هذه 30 you subtract 360 minus the 30 your answer should be 330. بس. تمام؟
طيب شكرا.
أهلين مس. Yes عمر خالد. The rest please you can leave the meeting if you do have any other questions. I know there is another class. عمر خالد the last question. Yes teacher. بالغلط مس. Okay ماشي مش مشكلة مس. Is there any other questions? Thank you very much.